Hello everyone, in this video we will be talking about arrays, mappings and structs, the difference between them, and maybe first we can create a mapping. And as you can see, this is a simple way that we declare a mapping. It uses addresses as keys and booleans as values, and if we want to create an array, that's also how we create it. It receives addresses as elements inside, and this is the array name, and both of them they use public as access modifier. So if you are new to Solidity, you might be thinking that structs is something comparable, but actually structs are not comparable at all, neither to mapping nor to arrays, because struct, for example, let's create one. Let's say struct cities, and here let's say string name and new int population. So this struct by itself, this struct by itself, this highlighted area, it doesn't hold any values, but this array and this mapping, they can hold values. You can put values inside them, and from this point you can think it like this, that arrays and mappings are containers, are boxes, but this struct is not a box. It's just a shaper. It's shaping what? It's shaping the variables that you want to create of this struct type. Okay, it means that those variables later that you want to create of this struct type, they must have a name, which is string, and they also must have a population, which is a uint. So by itself, this struct, it doesn't store any values, but these arrays and this array and mapping, it stores values. And we can now delete this struct because it's not comparable to mapping an array. And now we can paste the code that I have created. And actually this code here and this code here, they are totally the same thing. It's just that in the first one I am using a mapping, and in the second one I am using an address. And as you can see, the logic in both of them is that the contract is a membership contract. It can be membership of NGOs, banks, whatever, it doesn't matter. But the thing is that we are adding addresses to this membership contract by using the function here and also the function here, and later we are checking if an address is member or not by using this function here and also by using this function here. But as you can see, to do this membership contract with mapping, it's very simple actually. That's how you do it with mapping, and it's very also cheap compared to the array, because here inside, to do it with the array, we are using a for loop, and it's bigger code, and it might even look more complicated, especially if you are not that much experienced with for loops. And so yeah, that's the difference between them. And I will push this to GitHub, because if we do this together, it will take us 20 minutes. But I will push this to GitHub. You can take a look at it, or you can even try to do it by yourself. And that's the difference between them. Sometimes using mapping is much more practical and also cheaper compared to the arrays. And see you next time. Bye bye.